Hey, do you want to get better at color grading and...
Hey, can you scoot out of the way? Yeah, just get it.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Cool.
Okay.
Hey, so what do you want me to do?
No, you're good. Just the door's over that way. I just would love for you to leave.
Okay, just
Get out.
Leave.
Go. Just go.
You sure?
That's all you gotta do. There we go.
Okay.
Hey, do you want to get better at color grading? Well, I'm here to show you literally every mistake I've ever made so you can get better faster.
I was gonna say that.
Get out of here. Alright, now that he's out of the way, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lesson Lane channel. My name is Andrew. You can call me Pooch. And if you're joining us for the first time, you found it. The place for creatives to feel less lonely on their creative journey. And for those of you who are coming back, I'm glad you're here. Okay, I told you we're talking about color grading today, and let me be brutally honest about myself. I love it. I absolutely love getting that tone, that feel, that, you just kind of feel it in your bones. Like, that looks so good. You look at the colors, just so dreamy, so amazing. The only problem is I really struggle with it. I'm definitely not the best out there, and I really want to be. And I'm learning how. And so today I want to break down 3 things that I always struggle with when it comes to color grading so that you can see my mistakes, you can hear how I'm working through them so that you don't have to make them. And for those of you who really want to nerd out with me and talk specs, I'm shooting on the EOS-R, I'm shooting in the log format, and I'm editing everything and coloring everything in Premiere Pro on an iMac. So with all that fun stuff out of the way, I think it's time to talk color grading. Alright, struggle number 1 should be the most simplistic thing to face, but it's not. It's exposure. The last thing I want in my footage is noise. If you're not familiar with that, noise simply means that grainy, muddy, kind of ugly footage that you see sometimes when things aren't exposed correctly. It's really distracting, and you notice it in the shadows and the blacks the most. It just looks like snow. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, noise is a big no-no. I never want it, but I struggle with getting it. Let's take these 3 clips for example. It's the same shot, I just exposed it 3 different ways. Underexposed, exposed right in the middle, and then exposed 2 stops over. You can immediately see the noise in the first 2 clips. It's very easy to notice. Everything just super dark and heavy, and that's because in order to color grade this correctly, I had to really raise those highlights, raise those whites, and it introduced noise into my footage. Having it overexposed, I'm able to pull everything down to kind of eliminate that noise. I don't know if this is true for every camera or shooting in log in general for like mirrorless cameras, but I've found that overexposing the EOS-R 1 to 2 stops really helps eliminate the noise in my image. And a quick nerdy aside, that's shooting at 8-bit. I'm not sure with 10-bit. The way that I think about avoiding noise is this: I can always remove light, I can't always add it, at least with videography. Alright, struggle number 2 is overdoing it. And dear God, oh, do I overdo it. This is a lesson I'm learning time and time again, over and over, when it comes to editing photos, editing video, honestly, like kind of doing anything creatively. Overdoing it, I'm always wrestling with how much I want to increase or change or alter the footage. When I'm color grading log footage, there's no saturation, no contrast, and really no colors, so it just looks bland. So, okay, here's a real world scenario. I was editing this footage just a couple of nights ago. I was feeling it, I was increasing those sliders, I was getting into it. I came back today, pulled up Premiere Pro, and literally went, what? What the hell was I thinking? Not overdoing it is like spraying a little bit of cologne on to smell good versus being in a high school locker room and axe bombing the shit out of your friends. Yeah, you've been there, haven't you? In reality, there's no right or wrong way to color grade footage. Lately, what I've been doing is allowing my first pass on a color grade to not be the final pass. I'll color grade everything and I'll take a step back. When I come back to it, I usually have more of a clear head and able to see like what exactly needs to happen. When you're filming, light quality changes, your backgrounds, your place settings change, and so obviously the colors and the mood will change with it. But what about multiple outdoor shots? Obviously you want some kind of continuity, and that's where I've traditionally struggled the most. I've actually kind of picked up on something recently that I want to share with you, and that's this. If you're color grading with good consistency, nobody's gonna say anything. Seems counterintuitive, right? Bear with me. People are only gonna react when their eye catches something that doesn't look natural. So if you go from one scene to the next, it's just an outdoor walking scene, and we have like really warm tones, and all of a sudden we're like Arctic tundra cold blue, it's gonna leave them confused, and then they're gonna go, hey, wait, what? A couple ways that I'm combating consistency is obviously having the dual windows up on Premiere Pro. It's a great, simple tool. You can see the clip before, and you can kind of color grade to that. Make sure that it matches what you had just done. Another way I'm fighting this is just by having my lumetri scopes open all the time. I'm able to see my color waveforms, I'm able to see my exposure waveforms, and I'm aligning those things. I'm making sure that they look synonymous, at least as close as possible, to other clips that are in the kind of same category. The way that I think about it is like I bunch clips together. So if we have a scene inside, all of the shots inside should look similar. Now, if we're going outside, it'll change, but I want those outside shots to look synonymous as well. So kind of chunk it up, right? Indoors, outdoors, somewhere else. Either way, the colors should match and feel right. At the end of the day, when it comes time to color grade, take your time, take it easy, and be super open-handed with it. That's like the only piece of advice I really want to give you. Be open-handed. What you started out with will probably not be what you end with. Another thing to know is that this cinematic look that everyone's going after, the film look, cinematic look, it's not easy to achieve. If it was easy to achieve, everyone would be doing it. It takes a mastery of not just color science, but exposure, place setting, framing, composition, all of it. So if you're looking for more help, I would definitely recommend the people who have helped me. Ben Schubert, Danny Gewurz, Peter McKinnon, Maddie Hapuja, Becky and Chris, the list goes on and on and on. I hope that this video for you was practical, like rubber meeting the road. I'm somebody who's working this stuff out alongside of you. So that's it for today, guys. If this video has helped you feel less lonely on your creative journey, then please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, tapping that notification bell, because I want to be a part of your creative journey, and I want you to be a part of mine. You know, we could be like creative buds, hanging out, swapping creative stories, and just figuring out this mess together, right? Like, doesn't that sound like something you want? All right, I'm sorry. That's all I got. Here's to feeling less lonely. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
What'd I miss?
You wrap it up.
Hush.